Hey, welcome back to another video. Firstly, I just want to say a big thank you for 1000 subscribers. That shit truly blows my mind, so thanks to each and every one of you for supporting my channel. So for this video I wanted to do something a bit different and aims it towards a larger group size while still keeping it fairly cheap and spacious. Coming into the base we have some easy drop boxes and furnaces. All the way around the inner shell is covered by turrets and higher level peak downs for easy raid defense once raiders are within the shell of your base. Once coming into the main section of the base, it's easy to see just how open this base really is. Having easy access to all levels and a ton of space, this base should be perfect for any decent sized group. Heading up a level, this is your main spawn room, which has enough room for at least 8 beds and more sleeping bags. This is also the most protected level of the base, covered by turrets in all corners, but personally I would keep all my main loot downstairs. This level also heads out into your inner shell for peak down defense in case of an online raid, and also your roof in case you are needing to quickly respawn and get back into the fight. If you're playing on console edition, you can place down these concrete blocks. This prevents you from falling between levels and also raiders laddering up. And if you're on PC, you can simply put down siren lights for this. Heading down into the main core, we can see the drop down is guarded by some shotgun traps and even more turrets within the core. I would personally keep my main loot down here as it's the safest spot and fully armoured and costly for raiders to get to. So that's it for the tour. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing to stay posted with all my upcoming builds. So sit back, relax and enjoy the build. Starting out, you're pretty much forming a 3x1 with some loot rooms on the side for enough storage for a bigger group. In this video I'll be placing down the final build grade just to speed things up, so you can work towards upgrading to these materials when you can afford to. Instead of placing this half or jump up, leave it out for now. I screwed up in the video, otherwise you won't be able to get in and out of the base. Also on both ends of the base, don't put a half or shelf like I do. You can leave this empty and place down 6 furnaces for now, and then later on we can place the turrets once we get to it. Here is just a quick little layout example of the starter base. Next you can work on replacing the tier 1 workbench with a tier 2, picking up all the sheet metal doors and replacing them with garage doors. Now that we've finished honeycombing the starter base, we can work on our second floor and our next jump up. Throughout the process of this build, I don't really show deployables that much, just to speed up the video, but if you want you can refer back to the walkthrough and look at cinematics to get the placements of things. Now that we're done with the second floor of the base, we can start mapping out the inner shell. So you can do this by placing twig, and once it's all done, upgrade them to stone for now. Once the footprint is laid out, it's optional now to place 2 external TCs, or you can wait until after the main base is built. If you add the 2 external TCs now, it just means less chance of getting griefed, and you can add a compound early on. You can check timestamps in the video on how to add these 2 external TCs. shell of the base, adding 2 doors to get into the shell, and go around and do double height walls all the way around. If you don't have a ladder hatch learnt at this stage, you can just do a simple twig half wall jump up, or you can do what I'm doing now. So now we can get started on the third and final floor, which is the shooting floor with the inner peak downs and your main spawn room. Remember, in the video I'm showing materials in the final form, so if you can't afford it for now, just do stone and eventually upgrade it if possible. Just a quick layout example of how you can place all your deployables. As I said before, I'm not showing a lot of deployables just to speed up the video. Now finally we can place down our shooting floor, which gives our inner peaks for the inner shell and seals up the base so no one can get in. Now that that's all done, you can go to the bottom floor in the inner shell and add double door frames everywhere you can for extra stability, and also start placing turrets and extra furnaces and drop boxes inside. Now you can work on adding external TCs, so you want to place this all in twig until the final formation is done, and then you can upgrade the remaining foundations to stone. External TCs are detachable, that means if your main base TC gets destroyed, raiders won't be able to grief your base, so you can detach the externals by placing a square foundation and a roof to both external TCs, and once that's done you can place back your main base TC and then reattach the externals. So finally you can add a compound with high walls, and optionally you can put external turrets in your compound like so. So once that's done, you're done with the base, you can slap down some furnaces wherever you want and enjoy the rest of your wipe. So if you guys are new here, be sure to consider subscribing, it's free and it helps me out a lot. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya. Quickly before I do go, I thought I'd just put a little raid example at the end just to see what you can expect if you get raided.